All right, BlitzTalkTV. Let's get into the other big trade that happened. It was a crazy like 48 hours, man. Like it was a lot going on, man. Like we kind of saw this one though, really. This one we knew was gonna happen. It was just, the Eagles knew what they needed to do to split the salary cap hit. So they had to wait to a certain time. AJ Brown, who publicly voiced frustration and hinted that he wanted to go here, is now a New England Patriot. And in this trade, he was traded to the Patriots for a 2027 fifth round and 2028 first round pick.
Yeah, a lot of implications will come from this. I'm very, very excited to see how receivers like Devontae Smith are gonna how their performance is gonna be
Oh, the
now
light's
being the
on you
number one
now, Mr.
guy.
Devonta. The light is definitely on you now for sure.
Exactly. And me personally, I do think he's built for it, but will he have AJ Brown type production? Well, AJ Brown whenever he's on type production.
We'll
But
see,
it
because he's gonna get the number one now. He's gonna get the main coverage, and
yep.
his number two is a rookie, Makai Lemon.
Yep. And I mean, who's to say Makai Lemon doesn't take a step forward after his adjustment period? So, I definitely would have liked if they could have found a way to resolve whatever issues are happening. Because honestly, that's kind of what this all boils down to, in my opinion. This marriage between AJ Brown, the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, it just doesn't make sense for this to happen so soon after a Super Bowl. It just doesn't make sense to me. But I mean, we'll look into all those things. So the trade, so he's going to the New England Patriots, which he recently admitted was his childhood team. So getting to live out your dreams is also really dope. And I can only imagine as a player to play for your favorite team, it's got to be a great feeling.
And
So
also a great relationship with the head coach Mike Vrabel as well.
yes, exactly. So with him
Who
being
drafted
on,
him? And for all you who don't know, he drafted him in Tennessee when Mike Vrabel was over there working miracles with Ryan Tannehill and Tennessee Titans.
yes, exactly. Their playoff appearance and all that. So him going to the coach that pretty much ushered in his professional career, also with a growing talent in Drake May, who airs the ball out. Doesn't matter if it's going to be a pick or not. He will air that ball out.
And
Um,
now an improved just overall wide receiver core, adding Romeo Dobbs in the offseason with Boutte. You got something now. You got something now.
yeah, and this type of veteran presence, it can only do good. It's just it's not a lot. I know. Well, I know that mass media makes it seem like it's a lot of diva wide receivers. I do consider AJ Brown to be one of those diva wide receivers, but I still think that the veteran presence there will definitely aid in the development of Keyshawn Butte and and also Romeo Dobbs just for the ability to spread the ball around for Drake May. So the trade came with a first round pick, which was very surprising to some folk, but I think it was fine because one thing we know about AJ Brown, yes, he had a down year last year, but you can also attribute that to the struggles of the offensive coordinator that was present, and also Jalen Hurts struggled last year too. Pretty much the whole offense. Saquon Barkley had a down year. Devontae Smith had a down year. It just is what it is when it comes to that. But I still do believe that AJ Brown is a top 8 receiver. So that is worth a first round pick in my opinion. But it came at the cost of a first round pick and a fifth round pick. So um I'll say for the Patriots, I definitely give them a pretty high grade for this. You were just in the Super Bowl. And how it looked to me watching that Super Bowl, you need more firepower. And adding a top 8-ish receiver, that will definitely aid you to get to that. So that's where I stand on this. In terms of the Eagles, I know that there was some chatter around Miles Garrett around the first of the month, and I'm so glad that didn't happen because I would have definitely said, please open up an investigation on Howie because there's no way investigate that whole franchise for collusion because there's no way all these teams are helping them stay at the top talent wise because it's no way. But that didn't happen. But they were able to take away AJ Brown. But it just leads me to think that it's got to be something else going on behind the scenes, especially with before AJ Brown got there, Jalen Hurts pretty much advocating for his best friend to play with them. And Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown, they have a long history. AJ Brown's child, uh, his child's godparent is Jalen Hurts. So it just seems to me a trait like this and just the timing of it all, Jalen Hurts not being invited to the wedding, it's got to be something there. It's got to. Could it be frustrations because of the lack of targets last year? Or was there a catalyst before that that probably happened, off the field? I don't know. But it's just strange to me. And I can't shake that feeling. I don't know. But but yeah, that's all we know right now. Fundraiser, what you think?
You said a lot. I want to respond to a lot of things you said. First, I want to give grades for the Patriots. This gets I'd say a B minus because I don't like giving up a first round pick for him when you got a young team, and he's a guy who, while I think he will be a positive, I think long term, is he a guy that you want to be paying that much money to? I don't know, but he will definitely help in the 2 to 3 year window of Drake May before you have to pay Drake May all that money. So B for sure. I would have liked better a second or third round for AJ Brown right now, but B for sure. They needed to get him. They needed a bona fide number one. He is still that. I have him no less than probably 7 or 8 as far as receivers. I don't think he's out of the top 10 or anything like that. Um, I don't really care that he had a down year. That team was in disarray. Uh, that's what I would give the Patriots. They just took a step up to me as far as like now they'll be able to give the Broncos a game when they get beaten in the AFC Championship, but they're still gonna lose. Um, the Eagles, I kind of got to give it a B because they got a first for him, and then now they don't have to pay him. They still got Makai Lemon. You see what you get with Devontae Smith. This is decide if you want to pay him or not. I like what they did because they had to get rid of AJ. He didn't want to be there. If you don't want to be there, you can't keep him. If he doesn't want to be there, you can't keep him hostage like that. So I like the move. I give it a B. I give it a B for the Eagles too. I think getting the
So
first because here's the thing. This is a team that actually knows what to do with the first. Now that's the difference. This is Howie Roseman, who's the best executive in the league. He knows what to do with the first round pick. We've seen what he's turned first round picks into. We'll leave Jalen Rieger alone for right now, but
and Whiteside.
that too. But for the most part, he's hit. Mind you, they didn't want to trade Jalen Carter to go get Miles Garrett. Don't love that, but I understand it. Jalen Carter could be multiple time All Pro. He is that good. But Howie Roseman, he's the best executive in the game. He just is. So he got what he could get for AJ Brown. He did it at the perfect time so that he could split the salary cap hit, which I think is very important, especially if they have to end up paying Devonta and Makai Lemon down the line. So I like what both teams did. This to me is a win-win. AJ goes where he wants to go. and the Patriots get the bona fide number one receiver they've been looking for. The Eagles now get out of this situation that was clearly negative, and now they put the pressure on the players that they need to put the pressure on. Devonta Smith, you want number one receiver money? Go show us this year. Jalen Hurts, you want to break all the narratives that you just weren't carried by a great receiving core and great roster? Go win something this year with that roster. Because best believe the receiving core just got worse. They did not get better. They got worse. Because we don't know what Devonta's number one. We don't know. And McCollum is a rookie. And Hollywood Brown is always hurt. So we don't know. There's a lot of question marks on that receiving core. But if Jalen Hurts makes it work with that, they still have Saquon, who's to me no less than second or third best back in the league. I don't care if he had a bad all season. I mean, not all season, last season. I don't care. He's still a top 2 or 3 back. You still got a very solid defense, in my opinion. This team should be a playoff team. They should still be a playoff team. If Jalen Hurts can't take this roster to the playoffs, and it's an indictment of Jalen Hurts. It just is. It's an indictment of him. So this season, the pressure is on 2 guys, Devonta Smith and Jalen Hurts. They gotta figure it out. And I also say all that to say the AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts situation is very interesting. He recently did an interview. I'm gonna bring it up because I just saw it.
Are you talking about the interview that just released today?
Yeah, he just did an interview. He alluded to some things. He said
Oh
him.
man,
He said that him and Hurts have not been friends for a while,
yeah,
but
that
says
they
there's no
drifted
bad blood.
apart.
Maria Taylor was who he talked to, and once again, in a continuing trend of where athletes sit down with the very, very, very attractive female sports people, they just spill it all. Don't let someone be in front of Taylor Rooks. Oh, they spilling it all. Like I don't understand what it is, but
Man,
AJ.
at Blitz Talk, a little off topic, but kind of related. Don't you hate when you have that homeboy that act different in front of the women?
Hey,
Don't you
listen.
just
Hey,
hate that?
listen. Hey, listen. That's violation of so many levels. If you are one of those guys that when baddies or females are around, you act different. No,
Right.
that's violation. That's
What you
violation.
doing?
Violation. I need you to leave at that point. Just leave.